but I'll always answer if they want to talk. Why? Because I think otherwise we have already gotten into what I call an antiseptic society. What is the success of opera but voice? As children, we have already been subtracted of what nature gave us to learn what a sense of touch is. So it's immediately, don't touch that. One lock. Next thing, if something doesn't smell good, no. You have to learn from your sense of smell. To hear, don't interrupt, don't talk. Well, don't think. You're in class, if you raise your hand, don't interrupt, then you're put down. So where are we now? We've been subtracted of so much of our senses as youngsters that we're inhibited. And we now have the great benefit of a Denny's menu in front of everybody. We never know who's talking. You're reading, and they come in by 100 a day, and you can't tell the excitement as an opera voice would do, or a good violinist or musician. You get the emotion, and then you respond. So you could help unknown people in what our profession as managers should get. We don't get that courtesy. We now, in our technical world, get a machine. You can't even get through to the person that you want. We're not beggars. And they have a self-importance, which is a self-protective ignorance. And you can't learn if you have a wall in front of you. And that's what we deal with out there now. What you saw today in the majority was that. They walk past so many of these, they're not beggars, my colleagues. I don't need it at all. And you say, why do I watch? Because I'm seeing what's happening, that we are now in an antiseptic society globally. So where can we go? No education. If you go into our history of American history, we had a very terrible history by way of plantation and the slaves. Terrible exploitation of people to people. What's happened in the economy now is what I saw. We question communityism, communism, versus the capitalist system. The capitalist system now, with the global salad of money, what's happened is it's an interesting formula of keep the education low. They are the slaves. And we, the big corporations, are the plantation owners. In their ignorance, they won't know who to vote because we're going to pay for all of the candidates. We have the money, and deliberately there are no restrictions, which should have been asked for 1,000,000 times. They just don't address themselves to that subject. So it's a control of a flip-flop in a strange way to whatever degree. And I'm fortunate enough to have lived through the US-Soviet culture exchange, to see the exchange, and now it's flip-flop this way in a variation on a theme. While I'm alive, I have to put this on record because they will bitterly have to change once they learn the realities.